Hi everyone, it's Kat, and this week I'm going to be teaching you how to make your own bubble wand out of straws. So if you guys ever go get fast food or anything like that, they might give you straws, and something that people don't know about these is that they're really hard to recycle because often they're too small, so they actually mess up the recycling machines, but you can always repurpose. So if you wash them out and dry them, just make sure you have at least 3 straws. You're going to leave one of them separately and the other 2 you're going to cut later. You're going to need a hot glue gun, some scissors, a little bit of water and a spoon, and some dish soap. That's what's in here. Okay, so to get started, what you're going to do is grab 2 of your straws and just start cutting them to whatever sizes you want. Mine are going to fly everywhere right here, so just don't mind that. It's like ASMR. Oh no. So yeah, just cut them. And they can all be different sizes. It doesn't matter. Once you have all of them cut, if you have a particular design that you want, you can lay them out and put them in that design before you start gluing, but I don't. And I'm just going to use all my pieces and make a random shape. So I'm just going to grab one of my bigger pieces to start off with, and I'm going to put some glue on the side. And then really quickly before it dries, I'm going to grab another piece and stick it to that. And make sure you're moving fast because hot glue dries super fast, and be careful that you don't burn your finger. So if you need adult help, make sure you ask for it. You can also do this with super glue. But super glue is also tricky, so be careful. And I'm just putting glue down in any of the little spots. And like I said, I'm just doing a random pattern, but I've seen people do like heart shapes or just really cool designs with it. And it all depends really on how many straws you use. You can always look up designs on Google, but this is just a cool way to repurpose them since straws are really hard to recycle anyways. And lately you can go outside a lot because the weather's been really good. So if you have younger siblings, this is also a good craft to do with them. And so mine kind of looks like a flower right now, but if I'm being honest, I don't know what my end product is going to look like, and that's okay. And you just keep putting glue down. Make sure that one of your sides tries to remain a little more flat than the others. That way, when you put your other straw that is whole, it'll be a good wand. So this side for me is relatively straight. And I'm going to try and not put anything on that side. So I'm just going to keep gluing on the other sides for right now. And when you're done, you're going to want to make sure you give it about a minute to dry before you start doing anything else. So before you dip it in the water at least. Okay, so now I have used all of my little pieces of straw, and I have just this weird beehive shape. So I'm going to make sure that I give it time to dry, and I'm just going to set it aside. And then grab your water and your spoon, grab your soap, and with this you can use as much soap as you want or as little soap as you want. I'm using dish soap. You can also use hand soap. I've seen people do it with like shampoo too. really anything that you have that's accessible to you, I think will work fine. So make sure you just put a little bit to start out with, and then stir until the top of your mixture starts to bubble. So there's bubbles on top of mine, and that means it's ready to use. I'm gonna set that aside while I grab my beehive shape. I'm going to grab the big straw, and like I said, I left one side that it was a little straighter, and I'm gonna put some glue down and glue that straw to that side. Okay, now I'm gonna give that a few seconds. If I want to add more soap to make it extra bubbly, I can, so I'm just gonna get rid of all the soap that I have in this bag. And you can always test it out. If you feel like you put too little soap, you can always add more. If you feel like you put too much, you can add more water. Yeah. So now that that's done, I'm gonna make sure I stir it one last time. Take my spoon out, and then let's see how this works. I'm just gonna dip it. Make sure that I'm not getting water everywhere. And then it just blows a lot of bubbles. So yeah, I'd love to see how your guys' bubble wands work out. And make sure you guys send in your pictures. I want to see if you guys do any specific shape. And yeah, I hope you guys have fun. Bye!